Free Kool-Aid. I think so, with the smiley picture.
Let's go ahead and get started a little bit early. Gina, take it away. Oh, wait. Water. Take it away the other way. Take it the other way.
That's this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everything's changed, but everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. It's what I know about life. It's what I know about pain. It's what I like about water. It's what I like about rain. I could have a little more vocal, Joe. Go with the flow, you know. Everything you need, you already know. That's what I know about love. That's what I know about pain. That's what I like about water. That's what I like about rain. I see the stars collide. I'm watching the sun rise over the water, over the water, over the water, over the water. It's a new day. I gotta find a new way. About the way, always coming around again. That's what I like about water. That's what I like about rain. I'm feeling that undertow. All you need is already so. That's what you like about water. That's what you like about rain. That's what you like about water. That's what you like about rain. You're feeling the stars collide. I'm watching the sun rise. You're feeling the stars collide over the water, over the water, yeah, yeah, over the water, over the water, over the water. Everything's changed, gonna be okay. Everything's changed over the water, over the water. Everything's changed over the water. What I like about rain, it's what I like about rain. It's what I like about rain. It's what I like about rain. All right. We're ready to get started. Ready to get started. Good morning and welcome to Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening Sunday morning experience. Good afternoon. It is afternoon now. I can say that. So whoever you are and wherever you're from, we are so glad that you are here. And online community, that goes for you too. We're so grateful that you are tuning in with us every Sunday on YouTube or Facebook or whatever you're doing. We're glad you're here too. All right. we have a tendency to say things and then sing things, just to make sure you got the message. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Lay all your fears and all your doubts aside. Let go of all the hurt you hold inside. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Can you feel the love of all who've gathered around? You are worthy of this gift of love right now. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Well, who'd have known that who you are is enough? And who'd have known that you could be so loved? Well, we knew. Now you know. Yes, we knew. Now you know. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Last time, sing it with us, y'all. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. You're singing along in fine voice this morning, everybody. So I threw you a curveball. We usually do that song while we're meeting and greeting our neighbor. So you get an opportunity to do that again if you already did. And let's wave at that back camera back there to our online community. We love you. We're glad you're here. If y'all want to dance or sing or hug or whatever it is you want to do it. Hey! I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, I sing my love, I sing my love into the world. I sing my love, dance peanuts, sing my love into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, ballerina, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, I dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy, dance my joy, I dance my joy into the world. That's the way I like it. That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. I live my peace, I live my peace, I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. Live my peace. I live my peace into the world. That's the way I like it. That's the way, I like it. That's the way I like it. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. Sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. Last time. That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. Woo. Good singing, good dancing. All right. We have got the energy flowing in here today. Let me tell you a little something about those purple cards in the back of the room. I already said this earlier, but I want to say it one more time because more people have come in. We have dozens of people walk by those doors every single Sunday. So if you're in the back of the room and you happen to see someone like, what is this? What's happening? I didn't know the Muse had music on Sundays, like whatever their thoughts are. Hand them one of those little cards, would you? And that brings me to greeters. Greeters. We would love to have greeters on a regular basis, like identifiable. These are the greeters for today, and they make everyone feel welcome and at home. And there is a sign-up list, thank you, Joanne, at the back of the room that you can sign up to be one of our readers. Joanne also organizes, I love you and I thank you for all you do. She also organizes our readers, which takes us to you, Monse. And I think, no? Who's our reader today? Gretchen. Monse, you were doing our kids later. That was it. Thank you. I'm with it. See, it takes a village. Okay. Thank you, Gretchen. So if you'll just step that out a little bit so you're not so crowded there. And I didn't think to set that for your height. Let's see. Let me see if I can. Thank you, Reverend Ned. On up. Keep going. Excellent teamwork.
Is that on?
Get a little closer.
Testing.
Excellent.
Okay. This is from the Science of Mind magazine for today. It's called Joy and Mirth. Laughter is carbonated holiness. Anne Lamott. I tune out all dull, negative ideas and tune in with the sunshine of life, with brightness and laughter, with the joyous presence that is life itself. Ernest Holmes, 365 Science of Mind. I appreciate so much those who don't take life so darn seriously, as I tend to do sometimes. Even if my nature is naturally more solemn, I love laughter. I love silliness. I enjoy the people in my life who easily find the humor and make me laugh uproariously. A sense of humor is paramount to a lighthearted life. The people I appreciate most can laugh at themselves too. One of my favorite things in life is to enjoy deep belly laughs, the kind where my stomach starts hurting because I am laughing so hard. I remember those times happening more frequently as a kid and a teenager than as an adult. Now these hilarious times are rarer than I would like them to be and happen spontaneously when everyone is feeling loose and free, when we let joy fill our hearts and bubble over. I often notice the universe's playfulness when the best laid plans take a detour. God definitely has a wicked sense of humor. I truly believe feeling joy is our greatest mission in life, to have and to hold it close, no matter what outside circumstances arise. Laughter is indeed holiness. And the affirmation, if you'll repeat after me, how grateful I am for freedom and joy. I am tickled by God's mischievous side.
That's awesome. And that last part about right before that, I wrote it down somewhere. I was trying to find it. What was the last part, Gretchen, about the joy like the next to the last line.
I truly believe feeling joy is our greatest mission.
That's it. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Gretchen. I truly believe that joy is our greatest mission in life. Love it. All right. So get our joy on today. Take some deep breaths with me. Let's anchor into this space together. Trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I fall into the arms, fall into the arms of love. Fall into the arms of love. Let's hold that energy right there together. Let's fall into the arms of love intentionally into our hearts, dropping from our minds into our heart space. As I claim for us this morning a space of opening and deepening to the spiritual truth that we are one with the one that created us, that goes by many names, but shows up as love, as the energy of peace and joy and harmony. I make welcome this energy in my heart and in my mind and in my life, and I move from that place. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. Y'all know I changed my mind, don't you? So y'all can have a seat because I changed my mind. They're ready to do the next song, and I changed my mind on them. Thank you, dear. Kim, are you learning me yet? Set list is a suggestion. It's a list of possibilities, really. That's what those lists are. Oh my goodness. I just couldn't break that energy for a second. I wanted to just stay right in that spot. I didn't want to do another song yet. I just want to just stay right there. Let's stay right there and anchor the truth that there's one power and one presence, and it shows up through us, around us, as us. This power and presence that created everything out of itself, that is divine intelligence and divine love. The spark of creation itself is in me. It's in you. It's connecting us. It's moving through us. It's making all things so. And so I'm somehow supposed to make that go with a pair of needle-nose pliers. For anybody that was paying attention last week, Gina said, got up and shared with our synopsis for the kids at the end. And she said, so basically, kids, you know, you got the hammer of gratitude. You're going to hammer it out with gratitude. You got the screwdriver to turn it around when you need to. And for the needle-nose pliers, well, you're going to have to tune in next week. Right, Reverend? I'm like, okay. So here's what my daddy told me about some needle-nose pliers. That they are the tool you use to reach into a really tight spot to do something or undo something. So I thought, you know what, Miss Gina Stewart, I can make that'll preach. I could work that in. Because we have tools to do things and to undo things. And one of our best tools is to be able to go with the flow and be spontaneous and to be fluid with change. If you notice the theme with some of my music, I got songs about change, and then we got together, three of us got together, started songwriting some lyrics, and more change came out. You know why? Because that's our nature. Our nature is to change, and man, do we resist it. And that's where our suffering comes from, right? So our nature is change and to be spontaneous. And so for the first time, I think ever, we're working on a new record and together as the Christy Snow Band. I'm pretty excited about it. And we brought someone else in to co-produce, and I don't think I've ever really done that. And so talk about going with change. You see, as Joseph Campbell said, it's not the unknown that we're afraid of, it's letting go of the known. So I knew how to produce the way I'd always produce, but I wanted this to be different. And I'm different, right? So I wanted that. So I had to take my own advice and step out of the way and welcome this new person in. And he came in, y'all, and he restructured like 3 songs. And I'm talking restructured like, stop there, add this there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I already wrote that song. I'm okay. You know what? He was right. It's really good. As a matter of fact, he had us do this dramatic stop, and we're going to play it for you in a little while. He had us insert this dramatic stop, and he didn't even realize that he had it planted right on the word spontaneous. My song says, be spontaneous, and that's where he had us restructure the song, and that's when I was like, okay, God, I feel you. I get it. That was my God wink. It's all good. Just relax and go with this flow. So being able to be spontaneous, being able to do and undo things is really about releasing and embracing, right? What within me needs to change to continually be the evolving, creative being that I'm here to be? What within me do I need to release? And what within me do I need to embrace? What within my consciousness created a pattern in my life that I don't like? I'm going to release that right here and right now, right? To call it out and to release it. And that helps us. These things help us to use that screwdriver, turn it around, use the gratitude, find the good, right? These things help us do that. And another thing that helps me is a Dr. Ernest Holmes quote that goes like this: I have an infinite companion who goes with me wherever I go. I have an infinite companion who goes with me wherever I go. The quote continues, I have partnership with the infinite that is steady and strong and certain. Partnership, we're in partnership with the divine. Doesn't that change things? Doesn't that change the hard stuff when you really remember that you're in partnership? And then you don't have to worry about releasing control and going with the flow of change, right? Because you're not alone. You don't have to figure it all out. The how's not your job. You're in partnership with the infinite. That's pretty awesome. I think of all of the possibilities that you would miss if you were just trying to plot them out from your finite mind instead of remembering that you're in partnership with the infinite. So I get excited when I talk about this stuff because it changed my life. This new thought teaching of science of mind, of unity, these life-affirming teachings that remind us that the God that we seek is in us. It's through us. It's everywhere. And that this creative energy is our very breath. Our thoughts are prayers. Our feelings are prayers. I get excited. I get filled with enthusiasm, which is really just spirit moving through me. And Ernest Holmes also said, have enthusiasm, that's good, but above all, have a consciousness of love. Above all, have a consciousness of love. So when we are cultivating a consciousness of love, when we are remembering, as Gretchen's shared with the reading, that joy is our greatest mission, when we are doing that, makes it a whole lot easier to reach into those tight and sticky spots that we find ourselves in and find the gratitude, find the joy, turn it around. Makes it a whole lot easier. This being spontaneous thing. It helps break routines. They say that one of the best things you can do to keep your brain young and healthy is to change routine. Change routine. And I don't just mean like the way you go to work or the way you wash the dishes or whatever, although those are two good examples. But I mean all the way down to the little things. Like, watch. I bet you get into the bed the same way on the same side every time. You probably get out of the same bed resting on the same arm or pulling down with the same foot or something. We go on autopilot so much, and it numbs us out. So take a different route to work. Sleep on the different side of the bed. Put the dishes in the different cupboard. Have your spouse or your friends go, what? What is happening here? Go for it. Do something different because it fires neurons. It keeps them firing. Right? It keeps us firing. It keeps us breaking habitual thinking and stepping into creative thinking, stepping into on-purpose, intentional living, thinking, being. Mental stimulation is one of the best things that we can do. So change up your routines. And don't be afraid to be okay with what is right now. What is right now, wherever right now happens to be. Eckhart Tolle said, when you say yes to the isness of life, when you accept this moment as it is, you can feel a sense of spaciousness within you that is deeply peaceful. When you say yes to the isness. So if you choose to, it's always challenged by choice, but I encourage you to just close your eyes for a second, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath. Right here, right now, the isness of this moment is good and very good. You can just let all the worries, all the deadlines, all the bills, everything fall away. And you breathe into the heart, into the isness, and all is well. All right, I don't want you napping out. You can come back to me now. No napping yet. But it's important to do that. It's good for us to do that occasionally. Just stop, especially when things are swimming, right? Your head's swimming, like things are like, what? I don't even know. I can't tell you how many times people will say, so what's the plan? And I'm like, next right thing, because I don't know, because life is moving fast, and I'm not sure. So the next right thing is what I focus on doing. So if you have to close your eyes, take your breath, take your moment to remind yourself that in this moment I say yes to the isness of life, do it. So you can come back to center, It allows us to make a space for peace and to make a space for grace. We talk about that a lot, giving grace. What do I mean by that? That means I look right here and I say, Kim, I love you. And I hope I'm always going to be what you want me to be in your life, but I'm probably going to let you down. And I love you. And then when I let her down, she gives me grace back. So turn to someone and say, I'm probably going to let you down, but I'm still perfect the way I am. And so are you. Normally, I wouldn't affirm that I'm probably going to let you down, but you know what? We do. Why? Because we all have our own script of how this life is supposed to go. And I can't read yours as best I try, and man, I try. I do. It came from, like, as a kid, that's how I wanted to be, how I felt safe, right? Or thought I was making myself safe. I'd figure out what everybody needed, and I'd be that. As a minister, I'm going to tell you something, it's exhausting. I can't do it. I don't have the bandwidth. I can't possibly do it, but man, I still want to. Right? And that's where we give each other grace. When someone doesn't text you back fast enough, they don't call you back fast enough, not just talking about me, but when anyone, right, when they don't live up to what you expect, when we do this precursor work that I'm talking about, to tap into the peace, to breathe into the isness, to say yes to this present moment, then we're able to be a space of peace, able to be a space of grace, and not just for the person and other people in your life, but for yourself. To be a space of grace, right? I was late this morning. I don't like to be late. Ooh, I used to be late my whole life. Like in my first half of my life, I was late everywhere. Like my brother, if my brother Joe and I went to church together, forget about it. We showed up one day with 5 minutes left in the service, and we're like, yeah, let's just go for a drive. Let's not do it. But I'm so excited about the fact that I don't do that anymore. I love being early. I'm like, what am I going to see when I get there early, right? And I was late today. And I felt, just for a split little nanosecond, I felt this little urge to want to go, you really should have got gas yesterday. You really should have, what? And they're, Kim drives all the way in from Greensboro. And then Brenda and Gina, they were probably working last night, and then they're going to be there. And then Rochelle, she's always on time. She's the most punctual drummer I've ever seen. She's going to be standing there waiting. And I started to go down this road of not being kind to me, just for a split second, because I don't play that anymore. I was wasting my time. And I went, no, it's all, you know what? Wow, everything is unfolding in divine right timing. I just didn't know it was going to be this time. But that's okay. Because everything is unfolding in divine right timing. Can you say that the next time you're running late and give yourself grace? And then when you get there, I didn't say this yet, so I'll say it now to my musician friends. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for the grace. Because when you turn an I'm sorry into a thank you, you empower yourself and you empower the other person. You just gave them a gift. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Yeah, right? You step out of that yucky energy of, I'm sorry, I'm terrible, love me anyway. No, we're not doing that. You're perfect. You're perfect. And everything is unfolding exactly as it should in divine right timing. So what within me needs to change? Let's go back to that for a second. Talked about last week, being peace and having the bites of peace, right? In your meals, even if it's just 3 bites. Get those bites of peace in. So you're wanting to bring peace more present in your life. What within me needs to change so that I can make a space for a peaceful flow of life? What within me needs to change? If you want more income in your, everybody always wakes up when I say that. They're like, oh, wait, what? Money? If you want more money in your life, what needs to change? Are you giving of your gifts? And if so, are you giving in service to humanity? Are you giving of your time, of your talent, of your treasure to a space where you feel spiritually fed? Are you giving back to the universe? Are you being in that reciprocity, that dance? And if you say yes to all of that and you still feel a little stuck, who do you need to forgive? Forgiveness is the big, big block that stands in the way of prosperity so many times. There's someone you need to forgive. So if you're doing all the right things, you're doing all those things I just said, you're living your best you're doing your best to live your life from the inside out, to give of your gifts, to give of your time, your talent, your treasure, to support the things that are making a difference in the world and your world, and yet you still have that ceiling. Check and see. And remember, prosperity comes in all forms. It's not just money. It's money, it's love, it's companionship, it's all the good things, right? It's health. So if you're feeling a block in any of those ways, is there someone you can forgive? Begin today to forgive everyone. Forgive, and don't forget yourself. Forgiving everyone. What needs to change? What needs to change if you want more love and respect in your world, in your relationships? Are you talking to yourself the way that you want somebody else to talk to you? Are you thinking about yourself the way that you want someone else to think about you? What within me needs to change? What within? And then, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the good news and here's the bad news. We live in this collective soup. We live in a collective consciousness, this one mind, whatever you want to call it. We are connected. And we are connected energetically. We are connected in this web of life. And so as people are living positively, it rubs off on us, right? That's why spiritual community is invigorating and it's inspiring. And also, we're not just in collective consciousness with the folks right here or online. There's the collective consciousness of the whole. And there's some mess out there. It's a mess. And so sometimes you're walking along and you're living your life and you're doing all the things, and then you just can't take it anymore that day. You can't take one more bad news. You can't take one more injustice. And you just want to shut down. And that's where I want to beg you to stay open. Because apathy robs us of our ability to make a difference. Apathy robs us of our ability to shine and live to the utmost of our abilities here in this life. We don't want to fall prey to apathy. And so when I'm thinking about that, what I have to remind myself is that nothing can overpower the power flowing through me. Nothing can overpower that. It's when I get into the little small me of the details trying to figure everything out, that can be overpowered and overwhelming, and I just get caught up in the soup of chaos. But nothing can overpower the one who is fully aware of the divine presence moving in, around, through, and as them. Nothing can overpower that. Say that with me. Nothing can overpower me. I live fully aware of the divine presence moving in me, around me, through me, and as me. Yes, as you. Then, when we are living from that place, we're not falling prey to apathy. We are able to find balance. We're able to stand up, to speak up when there are injustices. We're able to be that solution that's needed. We're able to be that. And we're able to avoid the words of that Martin Niemöller poem. They came for the socialists, but I wasn't a socialist, so I didn't say anything. They came for the trade unionist, but I wasn't a trade unionist, and I said nothing. Oh, I guess that was a God slip there. They came for the trans person, and I wasn't trans, so I didn't say anything. Just add to that. They came for the Jews, but I wasn't Jewish, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak up, right? We can't shut down, not in our individual lives and our relationships, and definitely not in the whole, because we are on this cutting edge of spirituality. We know that we are in divine partnership with the infinite, and we know that our thoughts and our feelings create outcomes in our world, and not just our individual world, but our collective consciousness world. So the world is waiting for us to show up as the answers that we seek, for us to show up as the solutions that are needed, for us to speak up, to choose love, to give grace, and to embrace change, because that's part of it. That's a big part of it. It's outside our comfort zone, but that's where the magic lives. If my wife has taught me anything, it's that. She's like, oh, we're going to frolic here now. I'm like, oh, okay, that wasn't on the, okay, we're frolicking, right? It's where the magic lives, stepping out of the comfort zone. Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. Together we remind ourselves of these things, right? That we can step out of our comfort zone and be in that amazing creative field. So what within you needs to change to have something that you want to have in your life or experience or do or be? Where can you speak up in your life? With whom can you give grace? Oh, who do you want to forgive? And you might say, I don't want to forgive them. I mean, I can know they're back there, but I don't want to forgive them. Are you kidding me? I take them to every party. I set them on a chair. And I tell people about them. They're my companion. I'm not going to forgive them. I'm just going to take them and introduce them to the next person. Otherwise, what am I going to talk about if I don't have this person to talk about? Let them go. Let them go. Who within you needs to be forgiven because it's just holding you back? Doesn't mean you want to have lunch. Doesn't mean you want to hang out. Doesn't mean you condone. It means you let go so God can move through you in a bigger way. Where can I choose love today? And then lastly, also from our Science of Mind magazine, this is this month's magazine, find what I'm grateful for. I love this quote. It was earlier in the month, and the quote said, I find what I'm grateful for and love myself through uncertainty. Can you love yourself through uncertainty? I am confident that great things happen when I embrace change. I'm confident that great things happen when I embrace change. Everything in the universe lives to fulfill itself, to fulfill its nature. Your nature is change. You're an ever-evolving being. You can't resist that or you're going to suffer. That's just what it comes down to. So our nature is also peace and joy and love and harmony and freedom. Embrace that as well. And so it is. Thank you. I love that she walks up here and says, "What song we doing?" I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna do it. I don't think I need the words. Do I need the words? Break the shell. Just make it up. We did rewrite it like.
Late, let us get coffee and breakfast this morning, so thank you.
Oh, good. Me running late allowed them time for coffee and breakfast. See, look at God showing off.
Break the shell, not change, right? Correct. Okay. Buddha bow. Buddha, 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 Buddha.
Hold up, buddy. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. The bird in the nest needs time to fly free. It's safe and warm inside the shell at the top of that tree. But you've broken the shell, but you wouldn't be sitting with me here. So make happiness your priority, and don't be ruled by your fear. Be unique, be who you are, be radical. Welcome discomfort, be unpredictable. Don't be what everyone wants, be who you are here to be. Just be all that you came here to be. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Be spontaneous, be willing. Sit back, enjoy the view. Let the universe show off as you. Ask for help when you need it, but be willing to do the work. Learn to bless the mess, to fill your cup and put yourself first. Be unique, be who you are, be radical. Welcome discomfort, be unpredictable. Don't be what everyone wants, be who you are here to be. Just be all that you came here to be. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Be faithful only to the beauty of your heart. Let your life be original, works of art. And that word finds you, that you came here to say. Live it with your whole heart every day. Be unique, be who you are, be radical. Welcome discomfort, be unpredictable. Don't be what everyone wants, be who you are here to be. Just be all that you came here to be. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Claim your freedom. Break the shell, break away. Break free. Break the shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Break free. shell, break away. Break the shell, break away. Thank you so much. That's my ballerina right there. That's my niece Ellie. That was some good dancing, girl. Ooh, break that shell, break away. Monse, come on up. Come on up. I had a piece of paper for you somewhere.
Is it this?
I think it is. It is that.
This?
Okay, okay. This is the kids' synopsis and affirmation for all the kids present, for the kids online, and for our inner child. Outside the comfort zone is where the magic happens. Find what I'm grateful for and love myself through uncertainty. I am confident that great things happen when I embrace change. It's in our nature to change, don't fight it. Your nature is also peace, love, joy, freedom. Embrace that. Nothing can overpower me. I live fully aware of the divine presence in, around, through, and as me. So if everybody can join me for the kids' affirmation. Kids, we see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, and we love you just the way you are. Now for our conscious giving affirmation, if you can put your hand on your heart. Divine love, moving through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the good in my life.
And so we will play a song for you for the offering that was written, is this on, Joe? Oh, there I am. That was written by Amy Steinberg, and she will be here next Sunday. Next Sunday, Amy Steinberg will deliver the music and the message and a concert after service, so don't miss it. Here we go. What's the song? Abundance. There we go. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. You are being blessed by. I am being blessed by. We are being blessed by the Spirit of love. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance to live in abundance. Live in abundance. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. You are being blessed by. I am being blessed by. We are being blessed by the Spirit of love. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance to live in abundance. The abundance of joy and peace. Live in abundance. In the abundance of financial prosperity and health. Live in abundance. I open my heart and my mind to receive the blessing. Live in abundance. To be the blessing. To live in abundance. I'm so grateful. And I know my gratitude exponentially expands my good. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Live in abundance. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. Yes. Ooh, good stuff. We have our annual meeting coming up June 12th, right here in this very room. We will have time to run and grab a bite to eat, or you can bring a lunch. But we will start very, very soon, right after the end of service on the 12th. I keep wanting to say the 11th, but it's the 12th, right, Lisa? We have some things to talk about. We look forward to sharing with you. We always kind of recap where we've been and talk about where we're intending for the coming year. We do have a board vacancy and a nominating committee, so if you're interested in learning about being on the board, Effie's on our nominating committee, Joanne, Lisa, myself, I think, right? Okay, and a couple of somebody else. But anyway, we're here right now, so if you want to talk about that with us, you can. Or you can send an email to info@awakeningcarolina.org. Now, I'd also like to let you know that, change is good. Change is good. Change is good. No, I'm not doing the song. Y'all don't. They're like, oh, gosh, you should. No, I'm just talking about the fact that change is good. Maybe we should do the song, but I'm talking about the fact change is good. We've been thinking since last August that we were going to move into the space where the New Art League is, and folks, it looks as though we are not. The plans have changed on their end, and what they are wanting to offer us for the same price is none of the things that we asked for. So we appreciate they're trying to accommodate us. I appreciate my ability to be, okay. Anyway, to go with the flow. I'm going with the flow, right? Because since last August, I've been telling y'all, first of the month, we're going to move into that new space, first of the month. But guess what? The Divine showed up as Joe Kuhlman, as the Evening Muse. We are loving being here. It's fantastic. And so we're not moving to that space. Joe, I'm not saying you're going to take us to Raise and we're going to be here forever or anything, but for right now, y'all, this is home. So let's continue to, I think that let's give that some applause. Because I think that when change happens, people kind of have a tendency, and I might be talking to you online, I don't know who I'm talking to, but people have a tendency sometimes to sit back and say, I'm going to see how this turns out. I'm going to go when they get to that new space, and I can know the parking's right out front. I get that, sometimes you have to look for a parking space, but we have such a gift in the Evening Muse and in Joe running everything back there, helping us with our live stream, with the sound, all this equipment and the lights and the location, and the fact that dozens of new people hear about us every single Sunday. So help me to welcome and to celebrate this gift that we've been given. And we know that, as it's always been ever since we started this community, when we have the next need, it's already met before. So that's how we ended up here. So I'm grateful for that. So join us. If you are not able to be for the annual meeting in person, we can have you vote by proxy. Just send me an email, send us an email. Someone will get back to you, info@awakeningcarolina.org. And before the annual meeting, we'll tell you what you're voting on. How about that? Did I leave anything out, ladies and gentlemen and everyone? Okay. All right. So, we do have time. We could do that song. Let's do it. We're talking about change. Y'all okay with one more song? Just cause? Joe, could you mute my guitar for a second? You laughing at me, Brad? No. Okay. Hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I was just getting comfortable in my new space, planted flower beds and painted the ceilings, rearranged the place, knocked down a wall, added on a room. Didn't think it'd be time to move on so soon. And I'm thinking that there is always change. There is always change. and change is good. Could I have a little more guitar in the monitor? I've heard it said that discontent is to be considered divine. But even if we haven't seen it that way, that there's always time to search avenue after avenue in every angle to find what it is we're supposed to see there in our mind's eye. And I'm thinking that there is always change. There is always change. There is always change. Oh, and change is good. Maybe this illusion of discontent is what keeps us forever pushing on. Grateful but seeking, never growing. Complacent with life's song. And I'm thinking that there is always change. There is always change. There is always change. Oh, yeah, there is always change. There is always change. There is always change. Oh, and change is good. May not look like it, but it's always good. Like it or not now, there is always change. There is always change. Thank you to our, if you'll mute me again, Joe. Thank you to our dancing. Yeah. Thank you for joining us this morning, this afternoon. In case you're new to the area, I always like to give a shout out. We have the Smelly Cat Coffee House right across the way there. That's a lot of fun. And right behind that is a place called the Company Store. They do free lunch every single Sunday. And it's their way of inviting the community into their living room, they say. So it's just something they love doing, the guys, Joey and Scott, that own it. So take advantage of that. And take advantage of this awesome next Sunday we have. And we will be back on the first Sunday in June. But Amy Steinberg will be right here doing the message and the music and a concert next Sunday. And we'll be back the following Sunday. So join us for our closing song, if you would. We let the love wash over us. We just let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy, we let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the grace. We let the grace wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We love you, we bless you, we thank you. Have a fantastic week. Grab some donuts and coffee before you leave, and maybe a little conversation. We love you. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Let's claim some love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything. Y'all sing some God is my source. Let's hear you break it down. It's my source. God is my power. Let me hear you. God gives me everything I need. Yeah. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Last part. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Thanks for singing and dancing, y'all.